In Louisville, Kentucky, they love thoroughbreds who know how to run down the stretch and get to the wire first. And certainly, they've seen plenty of them here. From Johnny Unitas to Lamar Jackson, today, the Louisville Cardinals will try to live up to that legacy. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Clemson's offense takes the field. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame you can really utilize.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on third, now setting up fourth down.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Finds his man, and they convert. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Line gets set. First down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. With the catch, it's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here comes the offense on second down. Give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Looking for a man. It's right. They're setting up the screen. And the runner is down, and so is the flag.
Holding.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. This is a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lost one down the sideline. And it's picked off at the goal line. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Clemson is quick to the line.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He wants to throw here on second down. Going for it all. Brings it in down the left side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. They're trying to get to it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on first down. Getting some heat. Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pass on the way. It's picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Trying to find his man on first down. He's got his man. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Fires to the big fella. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. He's looking to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On third down, going up top. And it's caught! Touchdown, Clemson!
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. UCLA is on top, but it's not like Troy Aikman or Gary Beeman are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Washington. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry. old school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He wants to throw. That's caught. It's Brown. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Takes a shot. He makes the catch. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. The corners are walked up tight. They go to the ground. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Quickly to the tight end. Oh, look out. There he goes. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you.
7, Louisville, 0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's right. It's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
When an offense starts to get inside the 5, defensively, I get more and more aggressive. I get closer and closer to my guy. I got to understand that ball comes out and it's tight windows. Really.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Off play action. Makes the catch. It's Haynes. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and the first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down.
And that pass intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals! Interception return.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big...
Ball in the air, intercepted! They got him down pretty quickly with their setup now at the 21-yard line.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Finds his man. It's Anderson. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on first and goal. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to throw. It's right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following, get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the...
Lets it fly! And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Going to take a shot at this DB. It's complete. A huge pickup. Nothing but green ahead. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Clemson.
Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Off-play action on first down. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Now on second down. Give to Brown. Shows him the stiff arm. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest. It makes them realize they got to play the run, too. Great play calling.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The Cardinals send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll try the jet sweep here. At the 45 on his way. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback checking the play. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Moore. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that 1st down marker is. Great job going to get that 1st down. New set of downs.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
To the air. It's right. Makes a connection. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play. And here they come again. He's going to pass. Coming after it. With the catch, it's Brown. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has a 2nd down play. Let's go. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds the tight end. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. It's good. get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll call for the fair catch here. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense.
He's going for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on second down. Grabs it in the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll throw it on first down. Going for it all. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Tigers! And welcome to the offensive showcase, my friend.
And he's got that bayou speed, like I run bayou. You can call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. Big play for this offense. Nice throw, nice catch.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Good concentration to get that squibber inside the 15. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Inside the 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Lets it fly. Touchdown, Louisville! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Clemson, 21.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Looking to move it through the air. Quick strike complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They'll line up for a second down play. Trying play action. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Back to the air one more time. The short hands, it's Moore. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Tigers are flying down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's Haynes. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Buying some time. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Snap in the shotgun. It's complete to the right. He could not get it in. They were going for 2 to try to push this out to a field goal lead, but they'll stay on top by just 1. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Complete to the right. And he's running in the open. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Brown. Headed to the end zone, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Complete to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Going downfield for the big play. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring in 3rd.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. The aerial assault continues. Feeling some heat. They get to him as he throws. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid...
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long. Whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages, he just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
He makes the connection. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They got it on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. The Tigers get it past the sticks. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going up top on first down. Trying to get to him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On second down, he's looking downfield. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Cardinals! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll throw it on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds his man. It's Dobbs. Bounced off his feet.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Rifles it down the middle. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Louisville! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen.
Makes the catch on the left. Running toward the tape. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And that pass picked off. He'll try to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The offense lining up for a first down play. The give from the gun. Runs through the tackle. Gives him a little shake, and he's got some room. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Going deep. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Going for the big play. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Looking to throw, it's right. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a two-touchdown lead at 14. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground. Clemson jumps to the line.
First down for the offense.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Quarterback will audible. Wants to go up top. Getting some heat. Hit as he throws. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
He wants to throw it again. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Clemson! They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Clemson, 43.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. We'll see how aggressive this defense is with just a few minutes to play. Dropping back, it's right. Pressure coming. Still on his feet. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Here we go. Third down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. Shakes off the tackle. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Cardinals will try to run out the clock in the final minute. Running with power. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Third down.
Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Clemson.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage.